Good morning. I would like to share with you the key signatures of the music world. It's called sharps and flats. I want to show you where C is. It's in the yellow. Look at the C. These are the actual keys that you're playing on your keyboard. And C has no sharps or flats. But now you go up the scale. If you play in C, you're going to play C and G and back to C. And down to F and back to C. Now, in the songbook, if there's one sharp, that means you're playing in the key of G. G, you will use G and down to C, back to G, up to D, and down to G. That's your three chords. Now, many times you'll go like to an A sharp, back to D, back to G. There's your D sharp placement, your A sharp placement, your E, B, and F. I call these chords, and each one has a different sound, and the different sounds match people's voice range. And now let's go back. Now you're seeing the sharps. And always count from the key of C. It goes up. D, G, A, E, B, and F. Now going down the scale with C in the middle, you go to F. Now if you were playing in the key of C again, you would start in C, go down to F, back up to C, up to G, and back to C. If you're playing with flats, that's called a flat, then one flat is F. And there is your placements on the keyboard. Now, any of these keys where I have showed placements, that's the keys that you would play to play an F flat. There's B flat, which in the songbook, if it reads two flats, it means B, the chord of B. And there's your placements. And if you're in B flat, you go from B to F, back to B, down to E, back up to B. And then there's your placements of E flat. And all of those notes that you see I've got stickers on, they will show you where to place your fingers. So if you go, then there's the E flat. And an A flat. There's your A flat placement. And what you want to do, you want to make sure you hit those notes. And there's the challenge. Hit all the right notes. Okay, then you go to a D flat and then a G flat. If you were playing in A flat, you would go from A, back up to E, back down to A, down to D flat, and then back up to A. You use three of these chords to make a song. If you were playing in D flat, you would go from D to A flat, back to D, and D down to G flat, and back up to D. All of these chord placements is what I'm wanting to give you, that if you're interested in music and you would like to play music, this is the keys in which you would put your fingers and the placements that you would put together. You would put C and F and C and G and back to C. That's how you play a song. That's how songs go. Now, some of them have a lot of minors to them that you could play within that range, but this is mostly for your regular songs. They're chords. Okay, I made this in 2010. You can see there, 2010. I decided I would fix out something that I had used all my life, and this was so that you would know where your placement of your fingers would be. Now I'm going to go down it one more time. I want you to see where the placements of your fingers on each chord. And then when you learn the chord keys, then you put together whatever one you use the top and the bottom. This is how my accordion is made. The keys in the back are actually exactly like this chord. So I have no trouble with chords on the accordion because they're already placed in there. So I hope you can see this. This will help you in music if you can learn which keys goes with which chords. This is called the key signature in sharps and flats. But now don't forget, C has no sharps or no flats. God bless you, and I hope you enjoy your music. And if I can help you, let me know.